And this is Beyond Authentic Health, where we are documenting our weight loss journey
and beyond.
And beyond. So we've got a haul for you, as you can see. We've gone to, well, technically we went to 4 shops, but we only bought things in 3 of them. So shall we start with the easiest one, the Poundland haul? So we bought crisps.
Some Cheetos that are 64 calories a bag.
So 3 things a bag. They are for you because they've got potato starch.
And these as well, the ready salted Pom Bears, the original, so the ready salted. I like these ones, I say, because I can taste the salt in it.
Yeah,
so.
And they are for you because they are potato snacks. Yeah. And then we got 2 tins of ham that I'm going to chop up and put in a frittata or 2. And some green bananas. They were quite good. They were really £1. Yeah, the Pom Bears are 2 for £3 at the moment. Yeah, the ham is, I think the ham was £1, wasn't it?
Yeah. £1 a tin. So
and the Cheetos, were they £1? Cheetos,
£1.50 a pack, are they?
£1.50. Oh, also this Dr Pepper Cherry Crush 0 sugar. They had some cans of this, 2 for £3 or £2 each.
Yeah, £2.
They had some cans in B&M, and I've been every time we go to B&M, I'm picking them up.
Yeah,
they are so delicious, and now I found them in bottles. Yeah. But apparently, what is it called on Shop Me?
Shop Me. If you go on Shop Me, they're £2 in the shop. But you can, if you use their coupon off, which you claim back afterwards, you can get them for £1.
Yeah, so have a look on Shop Me. Then we went to, well, I'll do Tesco's next because it's right here. So, Tesco bran flakes. There's 3 boxes. These are the Free From bran flakes. They are not cheap. They are, what were they? £2 some odd? £2.10 each, I think they were. Yeah, look, right at the top. Oh, yeah. £2.10 each for a measly 300 grams, which is a complete rip-off. Yeah.
Some of your small, saying that, some of the small cereal boxes that you can get are only just over that anyway, so...
Yeah, but for £2.10, I think that's a bit pricey, but anyway...
The smaller cereal boxes, most varieties are like 375 grams or something.
Can you remember, did I say these were 40 or 45 grams? I think they're 45 grams for a healthy extra B.
Just because they're brand.
So what I would do is weigh them out, put them in bags, and then the bits extra from each one, you put in the next one, and eventually
it will
make sense.
What I do with mine, I just like... portion them all up in little bags, and
that's what I do, and then put them in the bags in a cereal box. So that was in Tesco's. Lamb liver. Oh, is this free on plan if I wanted to eat some?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I quite like liver, you see, but
as long as there's no like fat and stuff on them. I
don't know about lamb.
Liver is free, but I don't know about. I'd have to double check.
We'll have to double check with the lamb because lamb's really fatty.
Well, but it's not for us anyway.
No, it is technically for the doggos because they love this, and some of it can go in the dehydrator for the doggos, and we're going to put some in the freezer for the doggos. No, everything was like £1.10 off or something. So £2.95 reduced to £1.85, £2.90 reduced to £1.79, £3.9 reduced to £1.92.
They have fresh meat every day, so they will love that.
£3.27 down to £2.5, and £3.39 down to £2.15. So you get the gist. Yeah, so that will last them a while. We got these. Now we were going to buy these, and then I was like, I'm not paying full price for those. I'll tell you how much it was. They were £1.30.
But we were looking at
I've got them in reduced.
We were looking at the fiery.
Oh yeah, the shredded one, the fiery
Tesco, weren't we?
Barbecue flavoured one.
Like £1.
That was £1.45.
Just for a tiny little, not like this size packet. Tiny, probably half the portion of that. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, half of that. Just because it's shredded and it's got a bit of smoky barbecuey flavour on it.
These are just
so
nice.
Yeah, they are. And all I do with these is chop them up and add them into. We're having a burrito bowl tonight, so they go in our burrito bowl tonight. Yeah. So they've got 2 lots of those because they were reduced. Also reduced. I know, right? We went right time today. Look at this, everyone. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oak smoked thin ham.
Nice.
Better double check it on the app.
It would have been 2. If they are free, it would have been 2 for £3.50. But
and we got them for £1.04 each, so 2 for £2.08. So we got 4 packets. Again, I might put a little bit in the frittata, or we might have it in a sandwich, because the other thing I did get today at Tesco's was some brown bread. This is 2 slices. For my healthy extra B, but this bread is £2.95.
But some of the loaves that some of the gluten-free loaves that you can buy, like in places like Morrison's and some of the Tesco's or Warburton sliced bread, gluten-free, is often 1 per healthy extra.
That was their one.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this looks like quite a lot, right? But they've slanted the slices.
Square, are they? Yeah.
Yeah. And they're very small slices, so when you actually get it, you don't get many for £3. But
you prefer that one?
Well, it's the only one I can have on plan that I get 2 slices out of.
But even before that, this is the one that you always.
I do prefer that to Genius.
Like
they're Tesco's own one. If anyone else that's gluten-free or celiac, the Tesco own brand is quite tasty.
Yeah.
So if you want to just have 1 slice for your healthy extra big, you can do, and it's £1 cheaper.
And in Morrison's, there is also a loaf in Morrison's that I've got you before that you said you really liked it.
Yeah, their own brand.
That's one of their own ones.
Yeah. So then also in Tesco's, we got some lovely strawberries. Look how fresh these look.
And they don't look false grown, which is what I thought. They look really good.
Sweet and juicy. They look really nice, and they'll probably last us a few days.
And they're £2.50 a pop, but you get quite a lot in it.
Yeah, you do. And we just have a couple in with our watermelon because that's become a staple for us, hasn't it? Either watermelon or honeydew. We also picked up some Plant Chef soy alternative to plain yogurt. This is for me. It is free on plan.
But you also first thought when you saw it, because it wasn't the Greek style, you thought that there were sins in it, but we found out
I had to double check, so I scanned it whilst I was in the shop. Now these do have sins, Rufus. What are these for? This is mackerel, salmon and prawn sushi.
So I don't know, there will be some sins in it. Like I say, I will check later.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of sins. So that was £1.83 reduced from £3. And also,
I said, I think if anything, this one will be slightly more because of the bit of mackerel on that in it, because mackerel isn't free.
No, it's an oily one.
Yeah.
And this is the Vegetable Crunch Dragon Roll with wasabi mayo, sweet soy sauce, and crispy tempura pieces. Well, you don't eat the crispy pieces. You don't eat the mayo.
If I had it as is, and it's got a wasabi mayo, soy sauce, and the little crispy bits in a vegetable crispy bits. If I had the whole thing, it would make it 6 sins for the whole lot, and you get 6 pieces in it.
Oh, that's not too bad because you're not going to have the mayo or the others. So what would you count that as?
To be honest, like I said, if I didn't have the sauces and that, I would probably say it's about 4. But as long as like I say, if it's just vegetable rolls and there's no avocado, mostly they are like probably at least 1 sin each. I would say. But I'd probably split it between 2 days. I don't need that as a whole pack as a treat. So.
No. But then we also got some cabbage and leek. That was in the reduced section. So we got it for 47 pence. Again, that may well go into the burrito bowl mix tonight, or it will go in a frittata. That's very true. We got some cauliflower and broccoli florets just because they were also reduced 45p instead of £1.29.
We love our bargain.
God, stuff's got expensive in Tesco. And this is for the burrito bowl. So this is just a crunchy coleslaw kit. We're not using the mayonnaise, obviously. And this was 72p instead of £1.25. And then, because, you know, we couldn't get everything in one shop, in Lidl's we got some Mighty household towels. They were £3 or £2.95.
It's because our kitchen roll
is empty. We still haven't painted the walls yet. We're still getting round to it, but we're every time we start in, something happens or health happens. We got a couple of zucchini courgettes for the burrito bowl. Some seafood sticks because, you know, they are free on plan, but we've now started eating half a packet, so a packet between us, whereas I used to be able to munch a whole packet. So we going a little bit smaller on that.
Like a few stone ago, we was doing, like, say, maybe a packet every couple of days or so.
I definitely didn't eat a whole packet of those yesterday. We've got our standard. If you've ever seen any of our hauls from anywhere, we always get a mixed vegetables, normally in Lidl for 99p. This is Rufus's yogurt, free on plan, fat-free natural yogurt.
45p a pot, and it's a lovely pot.
Yeah, he likes those ones. We've also got the skimmed British milk, and that is for you.
But this one, my yogurt, I preferred. I used to have in Lidl. If you're someone that shops in Lidl, they have the big pots. They're slightly, they're not as tall as these pots, but they're pink on the labelling.
It's like the Faye.
Yeah, like a Faye type, and I find it quite grainy. I said because I don't have a lot of taste. I prefer this one than the other.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cheaper.
Don't say you've got no taste, because you're with me, so you've obviously got the best taste in the world. And then the last thing we picked up today was some Snacktastic range from Lidl, 69p fake skips. So they are 3.5 cents per bag, because I wanted Space Raiders, but I couldn't find any Space Raiders.
Aldi do them.
Yeah, we might have to go looking in other shops.
Or Heron is also a good one for all the snack packs of crisps.
Yeah. The other things we bought today were from the thrift shop, our local tip, Leeds Tip. We've got a reuse, recycle shop. So we bought one of these lovely dishes, because we've got a couple of Pyrex dishes, but the winner of the cookbook this week said, or last week, we said we'd give away a cookbook, and they had to tell us what recipe or name a load of different recipes. And the one that I wanted to make most would get the book, and it was a lasagna. So we've got this to do a gluten-free lasagna between us. I think that's nice and deep.
We've got some small versions of these, exactly the same.
Yeah.
I said so that we're going to do a large one in there, which we'll have for dinner, and then maybe do a couple of smaller ones that are for the next day or so, or to freeze, one or the other. So,
or matchy-matchies.
Yeah, very similar.
But the other thing that I got in the thrift shop, in the charity shop today, was
back to basics. They also might have an idea of what it is.
I know, it is a tagine.
It is like,
it's a Le Creuset lid.
It needs a bit of a
and then
wash,
this isn't Le Creuset, because this is supposed to be cast iron. But a Le Creuset, it looks like Le Creuset. I think that's a posh brand or something. But I've never had a tagine. Have you ever had a tagine?
No.
No. And I don't know how to cook it.
£2.
It was £2. I don't know how to cook it. No. Don't know what it is.
So if anyone has got any great ideas or tips and that, then I'll say
let us know. Add it in the comments. But I did find a recipe for a Slimming World tagine on their website. So yeah, there's a little tiny chip there.
I'll have to put a little bit of...
Put a bit of nail varnish on it like I do everything else. No one can tell. But anyway, that is what we got in our haul now. My back is absolutely killing me. I have been suffering all day. My painkillers aren't hitting anything. So I am going to put some of this away, and then I'm going to go and sit down for an hour before I start cooking. Luckily, I'm not cooking a tagine today. I'm just doing a burrito bowl. So some of the mixed veggies, some chicken mince, a bit of bovril, some onions, some garlic, all of that in lovely, and then salady items with some of that
and it won't
crunchy
be like
crunch.
We have salad again today, like we had yesterday. So yeah.
I know, but it'll be different.
I know, different.
Because it's different in a burrito bowl.
Meal.
I know, right? And then are you prepping up the veggies over there on the side? Yeah, are you prepping that for tomorrow's dinner? Yeah. I know, right? Because you prep when you can.
Look.
Oh, what have we got?
Had this happen to them?
Oh yeah, look at our broccoli. Not broccoli, cauliflower.
It's growing.
It was sat in our vegetable rack, and now it's
like sprouting cauliflower now.
It is, but I think it's an alien cauliflower.
I don't know.
No, cauliflower from Pluto.
I know, right? Look,
that's not a planet anymore, is it?
No,
it's a planetoid. Anyway, we're going to go, everyone.
Uranus instead.
Oh, I knew you'd make that joke. Oh my God. Say goodbye, Rufus.
Goodbye, Rufus.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time. And as we always say, stay you, stay treat, stay authentic, and
happy bargain shopping.
Happy dad jokes. I know, right? I've got to put up with this.